Smith, Ryan, we be swerving. Top toe pack, we burn. Yeah. Hey, bitch, I got the pack, you know I'm serving. Pulled up in your city, know I'm swerving. Pussy nigga talking like he get it, what he earning. Big bag, body bag, bitch, I'll leave you burning. $30,000 gonna get a nigga murk, huh? Running through the money, bitch, I'll put you on a shirt, huh? Big body bag, bitch, I'll put you on a map, huh? Nigga talking, nah, that nigga ain't been coming back, huh? I've been getting money, niggas throwing through the cash. While they talk about it, nigga got a mattress with the stash. $100,000, I'ma put that on your ass. Smoking nigga like you grass, hit that nigga in some ashes. Bitch, I got the classes. I've been wearing Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada, Cartier in my glasses. Niggas talking like they get it, they ain't got no class though. I've been running straight up through the money, grabbing rags though. They don't wanna see a nigga win, no, they been hating, bro. I've been getting money, why these pussy niggas waiting, no? Fake nigga, you just dab, you be in the lane, nigga. Drop down, nigga, we ain't never played on stage, so yeah.
Spending too much time around Billy and Mandy. Grim Reaper, street sweeper, keep that Glock handy. Jamaican ting, it's a shotter, do that job dandy. I'm a sicko though in savage mode, they mistaking me for Randy. Shit never sweet, spend my allowance on bullets instead of candy. Niggas pay me to allow them to breathe where they standing. Ain't nobody replacing me, there ain't no standing. These niggas can't stand it, that's why they tryna up and grab the cannon. Oh well, that shit won't fare well. Sayonara, farewell. A first class ride to hell. He said he coming for my head. My bad nigga couldn't tell. He can't read the score. Boy, I down his forehead like it's braille. Like boom, now you poked up. Boom, let it soak up. Boom, I'm about to go nuts. Hold up like a donut. Wait a minute, they've been hating on me my whole life, so now it's so what? Big nuts swinging like a pendulum, bitch, go home.
Jetor. fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. Cody's brothers, my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. Ride or die, 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 ride or die. Cody's brothers, my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta ride or die. Now I gotta ride or die.
peace in the dark of night. Tabletops counting hours in the early hours. Stone cold inside, banging drop stanzas, never needing answers. We wander all alone, but we can't find the street lights go. We wander all alone, but we can't deny we are the street light people. Chasing whatever kills. For so long I forgot how it feels in the dark of night. Tabletops counting hours in the early hours. Stone cold inside, banging drop stanzas, never needing answers. We wander all alone, but we can't find the street lights go. We wander all alone, but we can't deny we are the street light people.
She said we can crash and burn in paradise, would be nice. He said, don't you ever trust that girl's advice, think twice. I don't wanna think about it, got to set my worries free. If I'm flirting with the devil, would she wanna dance with me? And I'm sorry that you made her, but I'm happy as can be, cause I'm dancing with the devil and she's coming home with me. I'm dancing with the devil and she's coming home with me. I don't wanna think about it. She said we can crash and burn in paradise, would be nice. He said Don't you ever trust that girl's advice. Think twice. I don't wanna think about it. Got to set my worries free. If I'm flirting with the devil, would she wanna dance with me? And I'm sorry that you made her, but I'm happy as can be. Cause I'm dancing with the devil and she's coming home with me. I'm dancing with the devil and she's coming home with me. I don't wanna think about it.
A storm is loosed upon the sea, whose eye is stained with tears. A wretch hell-bound and bent on blood, the makings of the fearful spheres. The tide, it stole away her grace, but depths they wouldn't claim her. Toil begat by father's blood, this path was laid before her. Redemption born by brigand's blood, of blood upon the darkness. The pact embraced, the road unsought, the maiden
morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you all for joining us in this AST3 Swiss stage match. This is round 4 between Sad Boys and Mingoose Family. Joining me today is my lovely cameraman Kreitcher. How are you, my friend?
Hello, man. I'm pretty well today. What about you, my man?
I'm very well, thank you for asking. And we look like we're going to be jumping into this match pretty soon, so let's do a very quick roster rundown on Mingoose Family. We have 4ZE, aka Jinman, Mangoose Factory, aka Kimchi, Mangoose, aka Blob, and Goose, aka Wolf, aka Turk. And do you want to give us the Sad Boys roster?
Turk, of course. So for the Sad Boys we have Blue, aka Brands, or WW, Sank, Healy, and one and only Snakes. Puppy Snakes, right there.
So this is going to be a one game on the LA server. Pings are pretty equal. We have, basically all of the players are high orange, low red, Sayang a little bit higher up at 165. And Blob's at about 150. So we're just waiting for the Sad Boys to ready up, and we will be going live. Have anything you want to add before we get into this match here, Kreitcher?
I just hope it won't end up like Sim versus Babylonia. I really hope to see a full game, and
I think we all hope for that.
Yeah, a lot of good hits, and they are both competent teams.
Yeah, a lot of people, myself included, think that these are two of the favorites to win this tournament. Very strong teams, so it's going to be, well, personally, I'm very excited to see how they matched up. I think if I had to choose, I'd probably give a slight edge to Mingoose Family. I am biased, of course, being from the Asian region, but one thing I am confident in is this will be a great match.
Just like me.
So we are just going to wait for Sayang and Snix to send out the final few ready-ups. Oh, and while we have a moment, I just want to give a quick shout-out to Discreet in chat. This is a shout-out from DDA. Hi, Discreet. Miss you, buddy. I'm really sorry for absolutely griefing you in the Presto Weekend tournament. Please come back.
That's a good shout out.
That's exactly what he wanted me to say, so there you go. Whose spray is that?
I don't know.
That's gotta be our Wolf, surely.
Just kidding, that's mine. I sprayed it before. Everyone came on the sidewalk.
It's Kreitcher, there we go. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Just waiting for one more ready up from Puppy Snix himself. And we will be ready to play some Left 4 Dead 2. Fairly low ping for a neutral game. Definitely can get a lot higher. Average ping across the two teams is about 145, and we are going to be going live. Sad Boys, I was going to say Snix Boys, Sad Boys, will be starting on Survivor. Healy and Snix with the shotguns, and the first hit is going to be coming in. Charger Hunter. Charger does miss. Jockey lands. And a couple of punches, or just one punch comes out from the charge. And a little bit of spit damage. So, a little bit of damage, but pretty good take for Sad Boys on the first hit. And we will now have the tank up. First tank of the match is up, or going to be up, in the hands of Kimchi. Mangoose Factory himself. Do you want to boom, Kreitcher, on this tank, or do you want a 3-cap? As while Kreitcher thinks about it, the tank just crosses completely for free. Sad Boy's playing very passive here. Kimchi gets on the roof with still 6,000 health remaining, and he's going to commit on Coach, who gets smoked and misses 2 punches. Does get 1 punch onto Healy. Healy's on top of a hittable. Doesn't get hittable, but he is going to go down. And that's a 3-boom in the back, and Kimchi still has 4,000 health. He's going to chill a bit. Jockey gets M2. And Kimchi looks like he's going to decommit, but that was very strange from, frankly, kind of both teams. Maybe a little bit of nerves coming in. Healy is in captain, separated from his team. A 3-boom has landed, so lots of common are in. The smoker is pre-spawned in front, and the tank is just going to play goalkeeper while the hunter kills Healy. I don't think the survivors can clear it. Arwolf is going to kill Healy, and he is dead. So now there is just the 3 survivors remaining. Kimchi still has about 3,000 health to work with. And he is going to commit from in top. All the survivors kiting the same way. Snicks pops his pills. Charger doesn't land, and Hunter doesn't land either. Charger misses, Hunter gets cleared. Snicks is getting beaten up badly. Charger and Tank whooping his ass. And he does go down after taking pills. But this is going to be Sad Boys surviving. Or at least 3 of them.
Thank you. You straight?
Wow. Crazy tank fight. Brand's coming in with nearly 50% of the tank damage. But the remaining 3 survivors do survive. Healy, of course, did get killed by the Hunter. Snicks, Seong, and Brands. And gonna look to try and push through to the safe room here. Hunter's in, Jockey's in, Jockey lands, Hunter lands, and this is actually really big damage to the spit spread on top of the bin. And Snicks getting gobbled up once more. The DB is down to 22%. Brand's getting smoked in the back, more damage coming out from Blob Smoker. And there's only about 100 bonus left. Sad Boys look like they aren't quite gonna make it into the safe room. Charger gets a stumble. The Jockey does land onto Nick. The survivors don't know where he is. They're boomed. Alright, they do manage to clear him. Kill the boom. And finally make it into the safe room. With 54 bonus and about 250 distance. So basically getting the 300 points of distance. So, bit of a wild round there. Kimchi dropping the tank in on Coach. Missed a few punches, but then Healy, a little bit questionable. Got himself kind of cornered and separated from his team. He was not the survivor that got smoked. And ends up dying. Sad Boys, not a great round for them by any stretch, but they might be happy to get any points out of it. It's now up to Mingoose, and you would imagine they will take a lead. As the first hit does come in, Snicks doesn't land his charger. Hunter pounces around a few times, does finally get cleared, and the spitter misses. Unfortunate. And that is a 1 damage hit. Just the Hunter landing onto Jinman for 1. The tank is now up in the hands of Healy. And it looks like Mingoose are gonna come back as well. Again, both teams playing... Oh, as the hit's gonna come in, Charger doesn't land. Boomer gets 1. Smoker does die. But the tank is able to cross the free. Neither of these teams opting for very much chip. Personally, I would have liked to have played a little bit more aggressive as Survivor, chipping the tank as he comes in. And Healy is now up top, playing very, very safe. He doesn't want to take any chip at all. It looks like he wants to commit with the full 6,000 health. Not going to try for a rock or anything. And he is going to have to commit here without a smoker. It is a Jockey Hunter charge, so probably not the ideal set. You do generally want a smoker here, I think, as he is going to go in and push the 2 survivors down the alley. Rochelle gets punched away, and Nick gets punched away. And Nick manages to juke another punch. And the Hunter gets skeeted. Charger does land though. Jockey does land. So Jin Man is going to go down. No, not quite.
Can't stay down there forever.
Pretty good take there.
Let me get you on your
For the Mingoose. Tank does get it down onto Kimchi and gets quite a lot of damage onto Jin Man, but the other two survivors are almost full health. And Mingoose has nearly 400 bonus to play with. So, a good tank fight. Nice skeet on the Hunter. Quick clears on the Charger and the Jockey. And this might be the last hit that Sad Boys get. It is a 2-2. If they don't land a good boom or some delay spit, as they do land a nice 2-cap in front actually. Pull and Hunter landing. Spit on top of the pounce. And Seong does save the spitter, so that was a nice bit of damage, about 50 bonus coming off. And the spitter is still alive, so he can spit block the safe room door, should be able to spit block the safe room door if necessary. And he does go for it. Wolf takes a tick. So there is going to be one last hit. Charger, Jockey, boom. Jockey's pre-spawn, Charger flies it in. Doesn't manage to land, gets one scratch, Jockey gets M2. Seong does get another spit, but only going to delay for a few more seconds. And thank you, Flob. The survivors make it in. 345 bonus and max distance puts Mingoose family at a 350 point lead, 644 to 303. So a good start for Mingoose. Kimchi did whiff a couple of punches as his tank on the first commit, but they still were able to separate one survivor, kill him, landed the boom. Possibly should have been a wipe on the second commit. There was a tank and 3 spawns against only 3 survivors. Still plenty of map left. 300 points is not huge by any stretch. So we're just waiting for the last ready up from Brands, and we are going live on map 2 here. Mingoose will start as survivor. Boomer, Hunter, Smoker, Charger is the set.
Hear that Charger?
The Charger pre-spawns. Not sure about that from Snicks. He's on the roof above them. All of the survivors are going to know exactly where he is, and they're just going to rush out and blitz him. Boomer gets popped. Charger gets stumbled by the boom and then absolutely melted. Really nice skeet, and that was a pretty clean take.
Reloading. Heads up. Reloading.
By the Mingoose family. 10 damage from the Smoker goes out onto Blob, but the Hunter, the Boomer, and the Charger got absolutely melted. And because that Boomer died so fast, this hit is going to be a 2-2.
Weapons over here. Look out.
They do decide to just sack the Boomer. Snicks lands a 1. And it looks like the rest of the Infected are going to save for the alley. I don't think the survivors are going to let them push it though. Hunter's pre-spawn trying to slow them down. The survivors should know, and they do know, and another skeet coming out. Knew that Hunter was just trying to buy time for the charge. Survivors didn't let him get it. That is 2 skeets and 2 hits from Mingoose.
Reloading. Hey, as soon as the door opens, run. Run!
And Sad Boys have only had one hit all map. They really are going to have to make this one count. Spit charge is up. They need to land this charger. Smoker's ready. Charger's flying in. Does manage to land onto Coach. And gets a slam, actually. And the smoke in the back. And that's actually so much damage onto Arwolf. Taking a slam, and then I think he had Death Spit on top of him as well. So, a lot of damage coming out from that one hit from Sad Boys. They're going to go back and get that extra set of pills. Which does mean that Sad Boys now have another hit. Hunter's going to go into the back, does land. Another charge comes in as well. And doesn't get a slam this time, but after doing nothing for basically the first half of the map, Sad Boys have done quite a lot of damage in just 2 hits here. And it means that the survivors are going to be, like Arwolf is bleeding and Blob is going to be pretty close to slow himself. Tank is going to be up any second now in the hands of Brands. Looks like the Infected want to go for one last hit. Hunter's been spotted. I think it's going to be very hard for him to land here. He does fly it in. Completely Rainbow Pounce, but the pull onto Rochelle. Blob gets pulled back to the Cedar truck. So he is a little bit split from his team. And a 1-boom does land. And it looks like Brands is thinking about committing. Maybe not. Can't decide what he wants to do. He's just running backwards and forwards. He's not playing rock. He's also not committing. And he's letting the survivors kill all of the common. I don't know what this tank is doing. He either needs to go in or he needs to start throwing rocks. I guess he's just bleeding Arwolf. They are going to send a hit, and the tank is going to rotate up onto the roof. But he's 25% second pass now. Or first pass, rather. The survivors are going to be able to cut away from him, and all the common are dead, and he's going to have a boomer with his commit. I'm not sure this is the play from Sad Boys. The survivors are completely set up now. They have no common to contest with. And this tank is now 40% second pass, and he is going to have to commit. I guess he was bleeding out Arwolf a little bit, but not really worth it with only one survivor. Nice outboot lands, and the pull doesn't get cleared onto Coach. Arwolf takes a punch, but a nice skeet comes out from Blob, and the survivors can easily kite away. The tank is going to have to decommit again. Brands down to 1500 health. And the Mingoose have again basically killed all of these common. And I'm not sure what this tank can really do. Boomer does get killed. Brands is going to start rotating a bit closer. Takes some more chip. He's down to 900 health. Smoker's pre-spawned. Jockey's in, gets melted. Smoker's going to get a pull. Someone clear that man. Okay, they do skeet the rock. So Arwolf takes a bit of damage, and Charger... Oh! A rock does land onto Kimchi. That is something. A 100 HP rock coming in from the tank. He is 1 health. The tank is literally 1 health. And the survivors are going to go forward. They know. And one shot, there it is, from Blob, does kill the tank. And that'll be that. All in all, not a huge amount of damage coming out from that tank. They did get a fair bit of bleed onto Arwolf. Arwolf probably bled about 40, maybe 50 health. But of course you don't lose any bonus for bleeding. And the survivors look very content to take their time. As I say that up, Jinman starts running forward. They are going to send a hit behind. Hunter lands, spits late, but the pull, they do pull Kimchi through the entire length of the spit. So actually, a bit of damage coming out. Another 50 bonus.
Reloading.
And there is going to be one more hit before the safe room again. Spitter goes for the block, but doesn't get it properly, and the survivors can loop around. Charger! What is Rochelle doing? Blob completely separates himself. Goes around and gets fully incapped by the charge. Blob. That's some pretty questionable decision making there. Gifting Sad Boys another incap.
All okay?
Give it to me.
That
Sweet
freeway
dog.
looks like it heads to the bridge.
Am I gonna make it?
let's
On your feet now.
Whew, thanks.
And losing another 100 bonus. Basically for nothing. And he also is going to play aggressively on the spawns. He gets smoked, jockeyed, and scratched, and they lose even more bonus on Blob, and he eats a stumble.
Sorry guys, I can't go any
Get in the safe room, man. And that'll be Mingoose family making it in with 380 bonus. So, a reasonably good bonus, especially for this ping, from Mingoose. But I can't help but feel like it could have been a couple of hundred more, were it not for a few small mistakes. Sad Boys, behind by 300 points on map 1, will definitely want to try and make up some bonus here. Charger rockets in and gets shot for about 10 and runs around the corner. All of the spawns have pre-spawn. The Charger's going to go in and get a double charge and a scratch. The survivors just not watching the charge. Another scratch comes in from the Hunter, and then the Boomer gets a triple boom. And that's actually quite a lot of damage coming out on that first hit. In between the Charger, maybe a few common slaps. +40 damage coming out on hit 1. Charged Bit Hunt Jockey is the next set of spawns.
Reloading.
And Mingoose are going to save for the alley as well.
Right there here.
A hunter's around.
Hunter spawn behind. This is the hit. Charger does land, but the jockey giving Snicks an instant get up. Gin Man, oh no. And the survivors get away with what could have been a lot more damage. I'm amazed that Charger landed. He basically long charged the entire length of the corridor.
Hey, I'm reloading. Door opens. Get ready to run for the tower.
Gotta agree with that.
Run! I'll find me some help first.
Next hit comes in. Charger doesn't land. Hunter gets skeeted and the Smoker gets cleared. And Sad Boys are actually healthier than the Mingoose were at this part of the map. Managing to avoid
Weapons.
some of the more dangerous spit charge chokes. And it looks like they're going to be able to take the end of this alleyway here as well and get set up on the porta potty. Spit does pre-spit in front. Doesn't accomplish really much of anything. Smoker is going to be the tank, and he just goes for a pull because why not? And they do kill him. And Sad Boys have now spawned up the tank in the hands of Blob. And it looks like Blob does not want to waste any time sending the tank straight in. There are still common from the event. I think this is the right play. Doesn't land on the fence, but here he goes. He is taking a bit of chip shot. Jockey lands onto Coach. And Coach is around the porta potty and he's not going to be able to get cleared. Charger lands onto Nick. Hunter lands. This is big damage coming out. Charger does finally get cleared, but in the back, saying, oh, gets his pills up. No, he doesn't get his pills up. Decides not to take his pills, but the tank does miss. And Blob is going to decommit. There's still common coming. See, this is what Sad Boys should have done as Snicks eats a rock. This is exactly why Sad Boys should have committed their tank. As big damage comes out, Snicks is going to have to eat another set of peels. And Sayang is incapped in a very difficult spot for the survivors. Blob is still first pass and he still has about 2,000 health left. He does not need to rush this.
Turn off the alarm.
And the infected agree, they're just going to let the survivors all bleed.
Come on.
Gonna try for the pickup. Healy does drop it. Drops it again, and the jockey does come in this time, but does get cleared. Boomer lands onto one. Rock doesn't land. It's only the smoker. Wolf doesn't delay the pickup, and they don't. Oh, actually, he does delay the pickup, but they aren't able to get the rock. And Rochelle is just going to stick the pickup, and the rock misses, unfortunately for Blob. He hits the fence. Not able to get the hitbox. So the survivors getting away with a bit of a lucky break there, not taking more damage. Charger's going to come in. Doesn't land. Hunter gets cleared. Actually, Hunter gets skidded by Healy. And it looks like the survivors are going to be able to stop the event. Blob is very low rage and frustration. I think you just want the tank to die at this point so you can get a spitter. And I think he agrees. Standing there, letting survivors shoot him. And Blob does die. Was looking very scary there for Sad Boys. But ultimately, they are able to survive. They will lose this round. They already have less bonus than what Mingoose made it into the safe room with.
No pain, no gain.
The question is, by how much? There is going to be one last hit, and it is a dangerous one. Hunt, Charge, Spit, and Smoker. If Sad Boys can take this hit cleanly, it will be effectively a tied map. Which is an acceptable result, but they are already behind. Charger just gets blown out of the sky. I don't know about that charge. Kimchi tries to drop it in and literally doesn't even hit the ground. A little bit of free spit damage comes out. Hunter's in the safe room, does get a scratch onto Coach, onto Sayang.
Get inside.
I'm going as fast as I can.
That'll be it. Survivors make it in.
That's how it's done, right?
With 356 bonus. So they do lose the map by 24 points. Nothing massive. But they are going to have to try and make the comeback in the next two maps. I think Sad Boys had a very good opportunity there to do more damage with their tank. I really am not sure what Brands was doing, just standing in the corner waiting for the survivors to kill all the common. As they say in the classics, it is still any clown's game. This is going to be an early tank here on map 3. A wipe here for either team would be absolutely massive.
Reloading. This freeway's gotta hook up with the bridge.
The survivors are all ghosting out. Blob is basically all the way out, pushes the smoker but doesn't kill it, does get cleared. And the hunter gets skeeted. So another pretty low damage hit, just one tick of smoke going out onto Blob. And the survivors push forward.
Grabbing a bread slicer. Reloading.
Weapons
Pretty
over
unlikely that the survivors will decide to go forward on this tank. Jockey's pre-spawned above. But Blob gets pulled forward. He's not able to be cleared. Oh, he is able to be cleared. And the hunter covers, but not in time, and the charger misses. Oh. And he does get jockeyed for a bit, but that could have been really bad. Blob getting smoked forward just gets cleared before the hunter landed. If the charger didn't miss, then that would have been probably a full in-cap onto Blob. And the tank is now up in the hands of Snicks. They're gonna send a hit, but really not doing much of anything, and the survivors can now chip this tank pretty freely. Snicks is gonna have to climb up onto the roof. He can't get his car with these survivors chipping him like this. Nice pop by Kimchi. Survivors do finally back up. Oh my goodness, the car! Wow. Snicks does get his hittable in a really good spot out in the field. The survivors are going to have to play it under the freeway. Charger, Hunter, Jockey. Looks like they are going to send a hit here. Charger misses. Jockey does land, and then a rock. I think that did damage, right? Pretty sure that did do damage. Rock landing onto, I think it was Jinman. Snicks is trying to keep a bit of sight. He is still first pass, so the infected can go for another hit, but it looks like he wants to commit with a boomer and a charger. I'm not sure that this is the set, but maybe they know something I don't. He's trying to work his hittable in. He does get it through the first set of pillars. He's down to 4,000 health. Boomer does land onto 2. That's a good boom, and he gets the hittable into the second, and it goes on to Arwolf. Oh no, Arwolf. And that's going to be a smoke onto Nick, onto Ellis outside. He's taken by the charger. The tank has so much health. Arwolf is going to die. Blob is going to die as well to this charge. Arwolf, no, no, no. And that is 2 dead survivors. Wait, hang on, Arwolf's not dead. Kill him. Kill him. Arwolf is not dead. Oh my goodness. Okay, he just dies. Wow, that was nearly a bit of a throw. By Snicks.
Reloading.
Huge tank coming in from Puppy Snicks, making the hittable work for him, and it just had to be Arwolf eating the car. Oi, oi, oi. Smoker lands in the back, Hunter lands in the front, and that is it! That is it. The wipe is out, and now this is looking really bad for the Mingoose. They are going to have to do some serious work with this tank. $124 points is all that Mingoose will get for map 3 of Parish. This is a 600 distance map. If Sad Boys make full distance, not even any bonus, just full distance, they will take the lead. And they will take the lead by over 100 points. This is absolutely in Sad Boys' hands, this game now.
Careful, I hear a boomer. Weapons over here.
Hit does come in. Nice skeet. Boomer gets popped. One tick of spit goes out onto Brands in the safe room. And that is a almost 0 damage hit. Healy skeeting the Hunter, popping the Boomer. And dropping a "You are so bad" spray. I just saw that on the 2 cap. Boomer, Charger, Jockey, and a Hunter.
Reloading.
Jockey's pre-spawned on the roof. Snicks drops back, which means he is going to have to take the stairs all over again. Jockey's going to try and send it, but doesn't get anything. Hunter gets skeeted. Charger. Oh, Charger actually nearly lands onto Ellis, but that was just not a good hit. There's no two ways about it. That was some very stinky SI. And Arwolf is holding the boom in case the survivors decide to push. They do decide to push. Snicks is getting all up in the tank's business. He is going to kite back. Boomer lands onto one. He is going to get his first punch onto Snicks. Second punch onto Rochelle. He's going to go for a corner onto Snicks, but the smoker gets self-cleared. It's just a Jockey, and this tank is dying fast. Jockey comes in, doesn't manage to land. Jinman, can he get anything else? Maybe one more punch? Doesn't get anything else. That is a one-down tank.
Oh, hell. I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sad Boys,
And running around.
they are pulling it back here. That was a pretty damn good take. One down and one punch.
Reloading.
And they have more than enough health to make it through the rest of this map with bonus. And that'll put them with a sizable lead heading into map 4.
Reloading.
Hunter's pre-spawned in front on the ladder. Chargers looking to get a spawn in the room on the left. Or on the survivor's right.
God damn it, I can't believe this.
Hunter's just going to get absolutely murked by Snicks. Charger gets melted. 2-boom goes out in the back, but basically no damage. And that is another choke point taken by Sad Boys. They have nearly 1,000 bonus, Kreitcher.
They do, indeed.
Thank you for that input.
You're welcome.
Sad Boys are going to push through one house into the next house. This hit is just so disjointed. Chargers is just about going to get away, so they are going to save the quad, but they're going to go and hunt the Charger down. They're not letting him get away. Charger is dead. All of the other spawns have to despawn. The wheels are coming off. Mingoose. They look completely flustered. Completely flustered here. And the Sad Boys are just basically walking the map. I don't think they've taken any oh, how much did Snicks just take? 4 damage now? I don't think they've taken any damage since the tank.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Sad Boys' bonus has actually gone up since the end of the tank fight because they found a set of pills. Hunter, Jockey, Smoker, Spitter is the set. Snicks is going to run up. Doesn't cut the tongue. That's big. Jockey lands onto Ellis. That's also big. And Hunter does land onto Coach, but not before he gets the clear. That was a good bit of damage coming out. 300 bonus gone on that one hit. Snicks missing the tongue cut. And Mingoose really needed that. Knocking off a bit of bonus. Sad Boys still have a lot left, however. And all of the common are going to be behind them basically for the rest of the map. There is no common. Charger does land. And the spit. And the boom. Kevin Sayong does get stumbled in it. That's another 50 bonus coming off. What's Nick doing? Snicks? Snicks was staring at a wall for a bit. Survivors continue to push forward. They are starting to take some damage now. And Nick is stuck in the back. Snicks is getting choked. Charger doesn't land. But he's getting choked out. That's another 200 bonus coming off. Well, just when I thought it was all looking like smooth sailing for Sad Boys, they take 3 back-to-back-to-back terrible hits and drop 600 bonus in 3 hits.
Down the street. Reloading. Reload.
Hunter does get skeeted by Sayang. Charger does get leveled by Snicks. And that will be the survivors taking a clean hit finally and making it into the safe room with 332 bonus. But my goodness, there was some real miscommunication. Snicks was just AFK. I don't know if you caught that, Kreitcher. After they drop, I don't know if Snicks was reading chat or what, but he was doing something. His team ran off and he got smoked for about 70 health. It is still a sizable lead here for Sad Boys. over 400 points. 450 point lead. And this is a late tank, Kreitcher.
400 bonus, late tank, and LA server, it's not looking good.
It is not looking good at all. I mean, if Mingoose weren't able to do as much damage as they did at the end of last round, it absolutely would have been over. If they can wipe on this tank, it is still winnable.
Reloading. Hey, I'm reloading.
But they will absolutely need to wipe Sad Boys with this tank.
Reloading.
Do you know if Finale's going to be played?
They haven't stated that in their schedule, so it's probably played.
Interesting. We better clarify after this map as the hit does come in and Sayang does take a slam. So a little bit of damage comes out. Every little bit helps here. But our Wolf has to wipe, I would say. I guess if map 5 is played, then they don't have to wipe, but definitely needs to do a lot of work with this T. Smoker, Spitter, Jockey charge. And Sad Boys are playing nice and slow.
Reloading.
Clearing out all of the common.
Try this shotgun.
Jockey's flying it in, does land. Smoker lands. But the charger unfortunately misses. What, Coach? Sayong runs into a bit of free spit.
Man, I don't know which way to go.
The survivors are going to be able to push through to the event, and they are all pretty healthy. Seong is down at 60 health, but the rest of the survivors, 80 plus. So the Hunter's going to come in, he does land, but takes the jockey target, and then the M2. Well played by Sayang. Snicks is getting smoked again though, someone help that man.
Reloading.
Looking a little bit scary for a second. Sayang got jockeyed into that room and they couldn't clear him, he was just dead, but the Hunter is basically saving him. And this is quite a lot of health that Sad Boys have.
Reloading.
Gotta reload.
Reloading.
Hunter's... Oh! I didn't even get finished saying Hunter's in. Getting absolutely shut down by Snicks. And the level on the charger. Sayang is down to 45 health, but none of the survivors are slow. The remaining survivors are all pretty healthy still. Nice quad boom actually comes out, but a Skeet's Healy does not care about your boomers. Nice Skeet. Charger misses. And Sad Boys shrug off another hit. Sad Boys taking their time killing all of the common. They know, of course, the tank is up soon. I would imagine they want to take the tank back, as the next hit does come in. Hunter misses. Hunter's still missing, and Tuz gets skeeted by 1 bullet from Sayang and 9 bullets from Brands. But that is another basically no damage hit. Mingoose definitely looking a bit flustered on their SI.
Reloading.
I'm a reload. I hear a spitter.
Sayang's gonna take the pill, so maybe the survivors are gonna push forward.
Reloading.
Charger's gonna spawn. Doesn't land. But a nice 2-cap does go out outside. And it looks like the survivors are gonna push forward into the room. They aren't gonna elect to take it back. They're gonna play it in this room. And Arwolf basically has to wipe with this tank, or at least do a lot of damage. Smoker does sack. Boomer is up. Can Blob find the boom? He cannot. So they are just gonna fully commit for the 3-cap. The survivors are all pilling. Snicks and Healy. And here, this is the commit. He's gonna get his first punch onto Snicks at about 3,000 health, and he's got melees in his back. These melees just going to town. Oh, so close to the 3-cap, but this still might actually be a wipe. He's gonna get on top of Brands, and this is gonna be the wipe. Wow. I thought that the clear on the charge meant that they would survive, but Arwolf was able to reprioritize, get the punch onto Brands, and they do secure the wipe. Tank had only 400 health remaining, but the Jockey, Hunter, both landing was enough. And the charge. All 3 spawns did land. The charger just got cleared. Those melees just going to town on Arwolf's back. The spawns came in just in time. And that is a big wipe from Arwolf. Oh, they've already gone live, but I better check. Just gonna clarify. Is map 5 played? I heard a no voice line coming out from Rochelle. I don't know if we want to take that as gospel, but certainly neither team said yes.
Reloading.
Well, I guess we will find out at the end of the map. But I would imagine if they did, then they would have said something.
Reload. Reloading.
As the next hit does come in. Oh! Blob! What are you doing? Get out of the spit! Charger missed, but Blob just decided to stand in the spit for about 20 ticks.
Reloading. Reloading. Reloading.
The next hit is going to come in. Jockey lands, Hunter lands. That's a big 2-cap. And the charger. Oh, Healy does miss the charge onto Ellis. That would have been massive.
Reloading. Reloading.
Mingoose family are able to push forward.
Reloading.
Pretty similar damage to what Sad Boys had taken at this point in the map. Smoker, Charger, Spitter, Boom. This is going to be a 2-2. Spit has pre-spawned. And the survivors push forward. The Boomer misses his spawn. Charger gets melted. Smoker gets cleared. And that is a good take by the Mingoose. The Mingoose are going to elect to go under the stairs. They know there isn't a spitter on this hit. In fact, it is the quad. Yeah, so they are going to play it under the stairs. This is a smart play. Jockey does land, but gets cleared. Charger does get 10. Maybe a couple of scratches, but all in all, not too much damage, and more importantly, they didn't get quadded.
Ammo.
Reloading.
So if these teams don't play Finale, and all the Galaxy brains in chat telling me about the rules, I know the rules, but if they GG and leave, then no one's going to complain. So next it does come in and gets shut down. If they don't play Finale, then Mingoose family need around 300 bonus after this tank. That is quite a lot, but it is doable.
Don't shoot me. I'm a reload.
As the quad is going to come in now. Oh, that's 2 landing. Hunter gets a lot of damage onto Kimchi. They are able to avoid at least the Smoker and Jockey, but quite a bit of damage coming out. Kimchi's probably going to have to pop 2 sets of pills if he wants to be full health
Hell, I
for
don't
this
need it.
tank.
Oh, thanks for that. Got a machete.
Survivor's playing very slowly, giving the infected the chance for another hit. I think they probably could have spawned the tank. It looks like the survivors want to push back as the next hit comes in. Double charge lands, and the jockey in front, and the tank is up. And this is really bad. Blob is going to go down. The tank is going to commit. This is a wipe. This is just a wipe. The tank is in, and there is no way they can pick up Blob at this point. Tank is coming in. Double punch. Tank is just going to roll in at the survivors. Gets another punch onto Kimchi. The final two survivors kite and kite as they want. They will not kill this tank. Whoa! Owlf does get a nice melee ski, but it's not enough, and the GG is called. All of those Galaxy brains saying, yeah, of course map 5's going to be played. Go fuck yourself. That is it. A win for Sad Boys. GG. What a game. So, Sad Boys moving to 4-0 in AST. Mingoose dropping to 3-1. Perhaps not the result that a lot of people were expecting, but still an entertaining game nonetheless. Both of these teams will very likely still feature in the playoffs. Two fantastic teams here, so I don't think this is going to be the last we see of either of them, but it is kind of setting the stage here for a very exciting playoffs. It's starting to look like there are no real favorites here. I think a lot of people had Mingoose pegged as tournament favorites, but Sad Boys showing them that it is anyone's game and anyone's tournament. Wow. GG's. Anything you want to add, Kreutzer?
Nope, that was a good game, so GG's. Thank you for watching.
That was a good game. GG's. Thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you next time.